Hey, what's good, y'all? Hope y'all are having a blessed and wonderful day or have had a blessed and wonderful day. Today is the day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. Hope y'all are having a great and wonderful day. And the likelihood that that the day is not going well for you, just always remember, tough times don't last, but tough people do. Put your faith and trust in Allah, God, and He will see you through. I'm a witness. I could bear witness to that. In the event, I'm gonna get into the topic for this video. So there was a discussion late last week about NWA, the shirt I'm wearing now. Love this group. I got on this shirt now. I bought this shirt about a few years back at Comic Con when it was out in Oakland. I think I got this in 2018, 2019. And so it came up. Well, Special Ed made a comment where he said that he didn't say that NWA ruined hip hop, but he said their intentions were good, but that the powers that be used NWA to ruin hip hop, the black community. And brother Cam, we know the great brother Cam, who was under Ice, who came up under Ice Cube. Good brother, powerful brother, brother Cam. Much respect. He echoed those same sentiments, and people were asking Ice Cube, you know, stuff on Twitter about it, and he was very angry, and rightfully so, because he was defensive because he was saying that people were saying, well, NWA did ruin the hip hop in the black community with promoting drug use. The song "Dope Man," the crack era, and Ice Cube was like, "That's bullshit." No, and to a certain extent, you can expect what do you expect Cube to say? I mean, NWA, those were his boys for 3 years before he left them in 1990. Those were his homies. And then they reconciled their differences over the years. Um, Even when before Easy died, when he got sick, they had reconciled, and even afterwards, they years later they reconciled him and Dre, DJ Yella, and MC Ren. But they yeah, he was just upset about it, and rightfully so. I don't blame Ice Cube, because Cube has always been B1. He has always been for black people. The America's Most Wanted album, the Bomb Squad, who did the record, who did NWA's albums, they did Cube's America's Most Wanted album. So that album was ahead of its time. That album came out in 1990, 33 years ago. It was ahead of its time, way ahead of its time. It spoke to what was happening then and what's happening now. It did. And then, fast forward 2 years to the LA riots, and then the lynch mob. And Cube was just on one. On that on with After the riots, he was just on one. My God, the Predator album, the Lethal Injection album, he was just on one, man. He was just on one. So he's always been about black people. So you can't say that Ice Cube ruined the black community or ruined hip hop or anybody in NWA. Now, did Easy E and Dr. Dre, did they straight a course? Of course they did. It's no doubt about it. The money got to them. Well, really, Jerry Heller and Jimmy Iovine got to them, and they strayed the course. They fell off course. Easy E came back and saw what Cube was saying before he passed. Thank Allah, he did, and he started his own label. And he saw what Cube was saying years before. So Easy did the right thing and and got back on track. He did. Unfortunately, our brother passed away in 1995 at the age of 32. Gone way too soon. Was it 31 or 32? I believe it was 32. Anyway, that's too young. That is way too young. He was going way too soon. And there's this thing that Suge had something to do with his death. I believe it was, but I don't believe it was just Suge. I believe Suge was used to take out Easy because Easy had changed his mindset. Pay attention. Before our brother left us, he had changed his mindset. He changed his mindset. Dre left and went to Death Row. Um, and then he woke up and then he started Aftermath, which failed. But then he went back to sleep and he's still asleep. So Dre never really woke up, unfortunately. Yeah, he made his bag. You know, he did the thing, you know, with the Dre beats. Even though he sold it to Apple for $1 billion, which, you know, whatever. But he did his thing. But Dre was still asleep, and he's still asleep now. Him and Snoop, they still asleep. They're not conscious. They're unconscious. Hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down. Hit the subscribe button so you get notifications when I do videos on here. So Cube, you know, he was upset and rightfully so because, you know, he took that personal, and I don't blame him. And he had some disagreements with Brother Special Ed and Brother Cam. And, you know, that's to be expected. But I could see where Special Ed and Cam were coming from. They didn't say that was the intentions of NWA to, you know, push gangster rap and just destroy hip hop or the black community. That was not their intentions. Their intentions was to tell the world what they were witnessing on a daily basis, what was going on in South Central and in Compton. The LAPD harassing black men, killing black men, throwing them in jail, and crack cocaine destroying their communities. That's what they wanted to tell the world, what they were witnessing. They were like our CNN. And it wasn't just going on in South Central or Compton. It was going on in Detroit, in Chicago, in New York, in Philly, Atlanta, Houston, all over Oakland, out here in the Bay Area. So it was going on all over the country. And they were speaking to us, the Gen Xers who came up in the 80s into the 90s. I was in middle school when NWA dropped their first album? In the high school. So I was a preteen going into my teenage year. I saw what they were talking about. I saw it with my own eyes. Any young black man or black people, period, but particularly those of us who came up of age in the 80s into the 90s, we saw what Reaganomics was doing to our community. We saw how it was killing our people. They were putting drugs in our community. They were giving the police a green light to declare war on us. Well, we were witnessing it before our very eyes. Everyone can attest to this. Am I right or am I absolutely right? Y'all can attest to this. It was going on. So what NWA was saying to us, they were our voices. Public Enemy, Boogie Down Productions, X-Clan, Poor Righteous Teachers, Brand Nubian. They were speaking to what we were witnessing. That was conscious rap. Sister Soldier. Then along came Yo-Yo, Queen Latifah, Moni Love. They were speaking to what we were witnessing. Conscious rap. They were educating us. Now, I hate rap. I hate rap now. I never thought I would live to see the day that I would say that I hate rap music. I hate it now. My cousin said that on one of my posts on my timeline on Facebook when I posted something last week. He said those the same exact words. I never thought I'd live to see the day to think that I would hate hip hop or rap music. I hate it now. I hate it. I hate what it's become. I just detest it because it's promoting promiscuity, it's promoting this uh, debauchery, drug use, murder, death, kill, murder, death, kill. That's what it's promoting. Oh, and by the way, not a politicians love hip hop. Isn't that ironic? The irony of it, huh? Now the politicians are embracing it. It's celebrating destruction of our people, and now it's being embraced by the politicians. Hmm. You can't tell me that wasn't done by design. Do y'all remember once upon a time, those of us who are old enough to remember, who got a little gray, may not have any hair up here, but who have the knowledge up here? Do y'all remember? Pay attention now. Do y'all remember when we were coming up? Politicians, both Republicans and Democrats, hated hip hop. They hated rap music, hated it. They hated Ice-T. They hated Uncle Luke, 2 Live Crew. They hated Tupac. They hated Snoop. They hated NWA. Hated it. Hated it with a passion. The Senate, the United States Senate, our government was trying to censor hip hop. Do y'all remember that? C. Dolores Tucker, Bill Clinton. Do y'all remember this? Even though Bill Clinton took his ass on MTV telling us to rock the vote. Those of us who are old enough to vote. Young people, y'all need to rock the vote. And ever since then, that was politicians. Yeah, but see, I'm gonna say this. How you doing, dear sister? Thank you for your comments. Gangster rap actually didn't start from NWA. It started from a brother from Philly, Schoolie D. Schoolie D back in 85, 86, before NWA, really ushered gangster rap. Schoolie D had a song called PSK. For those of y'all who are old enough to remember PSK, Schoolie D was from Philly, out of Philly. Biggie on the Life After Death album used a snippet of PSK and an interlude. Right before the More Money, More Problem track. The track before that, the More Money, More Problems, but the track before that, he used Schoolie D's PSK beat. He was the one that ushered in gangster rap. A lot of people are not knowledgeable about that, but he was. Now NWA, they didn't encourage young people to join gangs or to go out here and murder. That's not what their intent was. I understand your points, dear sister. I really understand it. No, I'm not referring to you, but I'm referring to those they did not who think that NWA did this. That their intent was not to go out here and promote violence. They were just saying what they were seeing on a daily basis. They were reporting what they were seeing. And that's what rap music, that's what it was. You were reporting about what you saw in your daily life. Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. That's what they were doing. They were just reporting what they were seeing on a daily basis. Violence and gang banging was around NWA. Ice Cube saw it in South Central. Easy E, they saw it in Compton. So it was all around them. And they were just reporting it. Police brutality. The song F the Police. That was, if you was a young man coming up in the 1980s, for those of us who came up, We could bear witness to what the police was doing to us. They're still doing it now. They were doing it 40 years ago. Oh, and by the way, the Reagan administration, that devil, put crack into the black community via the CIA. That was what Snowfall, the show Snowfall, that's why I loved it so much, because it was touching on that. But not just in LA, again, this was going on in Chicago, in Detroit, in Philly, in New York, in Atlanta, in DC, Baltimore, out here in Oakland, Houston. It was going on around the country. They did not want to see another Malcolm or another Martin, Dr. King, come up from among us. They did not want to see another rise of the Black Panthers. They did not want to see that. So hip hop essentially took the place of a brother Malcolm, of a Dr. King. Oh, but you still had the Nation of Islam. So I can't really say that. We still had the nation. We still had the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. They were doing the thing in the communities in the 1980s, and hip hop embraced the Nation of Islam. Do y'all remember this? Hip hop loved the Nation of Islam. They loved the nation, loved it, loved the nation. They embraced it. The FOI were in videos of KRS-One, Boogie Down Productions, Public Enemy. Professor Griff was a fruit. He was in the fruit of Islam. Poor righteous teachers, they're 5%ers. They're out of Trenton, New Jersey, which is the capital of New Jersey. Brand Nubian. They embraced the Nation of Islam. And the government saw this. The government saw that the minister was having an influence on young people through hip hop. That's why they had to destroy it. They had to destroy us. But we weathered the storm for the most part. Now, I will say this. When Cube left NWA, that's when they started to embrace their gangsterism. Because the album Always Into Something that dropped in 91, their first album without Cube that they did in 91, Always Into Something, that was the prequel to The Chronic. That was the prequel to The Chronic. Yes, female rappers being over. Oh my God, I'm gonna touch on that too. But yeah, Always Into Something was the prequel to The Chronic, which came out in 92 with Dre and Snoop. And then after that, a year later, you had Doggy Style, which was the debut of Snoop. Then that's when your gangster rap came in. That's when all these record executives who were, let's keep it 1,000. They're from the Jewish community. They start promoting death, destruction, death, destruction. 93, 94, 95. They started promoting death, destruction, death, destruction. Snoop calling our women bitches and hoes. Do y'all remember he came on an award show having women had some sisters on a leash, on a dog leash? Do y'all remember that? Y'all remember how disgusting and sick that to see that, to witness that? This Negro had women on a dog leash. I forgot what award show it was. That was the most violent, disgusting, one of the most violent, disgusting things I've ever witnessed. And yes, he was married. He's still married. And I got to give him to him. He's married to the same woman he was, before he made it big. Well, he's with the same woman he was with before he made it big. They got married. Been married over 30 years, I believe. Yeah. LL Cool J is another one. So we got to get these brothers props. I think it was MTV video. Yeah, MTV. I believe so. I believe you're right, sister. Thank you for that. But that was just violent, disgusting. Could you imagine the Beastie Boys, and I love the Beastie Boys. But could you imagine them taking their white women and putting them on a leash and parading them on stage? You know how much flack they would get from the Jewish community, and rightfully so. But we do it, and it's praised and promoted, and that's where I'm going now with the female rappers. They're being over sexual in their lyrics. They really are. The Cardi B's. What's this sexy red? Ain't nothing sexy about her. Looks like a dude. But this is being promoted to our children. Megan Thee Stallion. This is what our young girls, they want our young girls to aspire to be. Over sexualized. Hoes. It's sad. People thought Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown was bad back in 95, 96. They don't have nothing on Cardi B, Sexy Red, or Megan Thee Stallion. Not a damn thing. Even though they show some skin, they were I guess you could say the grandmothers of what we have now. But they can rap though. Lil' Kim can rap. Foxy Brown can rap. I'm sorry, they can rap. But these women now, they just, if you show skin, if you over sexualize yourself, it sells. Talent doesn't mean a damn thing now. What happened to R&B music? What happened to R&B? What happened to people falling in love? What happened to that? What happened to people just falling in love, singing about being in love, singing about, you miss your woman, you want to see her. You miss your man, you want to see him. About love. What happened to R&B? Everything has gone to shit now. Excuse me for cussing, but it's going down the toilet. Meanwhile, those record executives, they're getting paid. Nothing says money like the destruction of people. If we can promote a message to destroy you, get your mind all warped. The futures, the Lil Nas X's, those toxic MFers, we got you. We got you. Because we know you're going to consume it. We're going to promote promiscuity. We're going to promote drug use. Promote it. Promote this LGBTQ plus IA agenda. Promote it. Did y'all see Usher wearing a dress? Usher was dressed like Richie Cunningham's girlfriend. Those who was old enough to remember Happy Days. He was dressed like Lori Beth. Had on a long skirt with some socks and some, I don't know what kind of shoes he had on. I guess they were penny loafers. That's what they looked like from what I saw. But did y'all see that? Usher was wearing a dress with some Jimmy Butler got his hair permed, looking like a gay hairdresser. What is going on with our black men? What's going on? I feel like I'm living in the Twilight Zone on a distant planet. That's the way I feel. It's crazy. It's just insane what's going on these days. Hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down, hit the subscribe button so you get notifications when I do videos on here. NWA had great intentions. I don't blame Q for being upset. I would be upset too. But at the same time, I could see Special Ed and Brother Cam's points. I could see what they were saying. But no, I love NWA. I always will love NWA. I got on the shirt now. Love NWA. Love these brothers. They were influential to me coming up. And if I ever were to meet DJ Yella, MC Ren, Dr. Dre, and Cube, I would tell them that. Yes, it is. Agree. It is relevant to today. That's right. But if I ever see these brothers, I will tell them how influential they were to me coming up. And I will salute them, give them their flowers. We gotta give these artists who we came up under the Chuck D. Give his brother his flowers. Professor Griff, give his brother his flowers. Flavor Flav, KRS-One, Lord Jamar, Sadat X, Grand Puba, Ice Cube, DJ Yella, MC Ren, the DOC. Can't forget about him. He was influential to me too. The DOC. Even Dre. LL, Uncle L, the Wu-Tang Clan, Ali Shaheed Muhammad, Q-Tip, Queen Latifah, Moni Love, MC Light. You can't forget about the sisters. Yo-Yo, the Lady of Rage, Bahamadia. We have to give these great artists their flowers. Don't wait until they die to say hashtag and then start sharing videos and all this and that. Give them their flowers now. Give them their flowers now. Chub Rock. These were great. They were X Clan. Brother Jay is still around, but oh my God, I forgot his name. Brother Jay is still around, but Professor X is, I think that, yeah, he passed on some years ago. But Brother Jay is still around. I think Brother Jay's in his early 50s. But we got to give them their flowers. We have to give them their flowers now, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that no, NWA did not ruin the black community. It did not ruin the black community. However, or hip hop. However, Jerry Heller and Jimmy Iovine, the powers that be, who wrote the checks, who were the masses, their intention was to ruin hip hop and the black community. But that's not what NWA started out to do. Yes, and I mentioned this a few minutes ago, Eazy-E and Dre, unfortunately, they got off course and they just listened to allow Jerry Heller to whisper sweet nothings in their ears. However, like I said earlier in the video, Eazy-E woke up before he passed away. He changed course and went back on course, that is. He saw what Cube was saying. But Dre, like I said, he's still asleep. I love No Vaseline. That is the greatest diss song in hip hop. I'm not a fan of Hit 'Em Up, and I said this a few weeks back. Hit 'Em Up was the worst song in hip hop because look at the collateral damage that was the aftermath of Hit 'Em Up. No Vaseline was a great diss song. The greatest diss song ever in hip hop, in my opinion. So, you know, but like I said, pay attention now. The politicians hated hip hop when it was being conscious, when it was telling us about the police and the politicians. They hated it about the government. They hated it. Now they're embracing it. They're embracing it now. That was done by design. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Lil Wayne got the heir to the White House. Lil Weezy got the heir to the Biden administration. How is that not the biggest joke? That was the biggest joke. Lil Wayne has the heir to the Biden administration. Not economists or people, well-to-do people, highly educated Black people like Dr. Claude Anderson. Give him his flowers. Dr. Boyce Watkins. Give him his flowers. Dr. Julianne Malvo. Give her flowers. We know they don't want the Nation of Islam, the minister, to have the heir to the White House. Brother Ishmael Muhammad, Brother Dr. Wesley Muhammad, they don't want them. No, 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 no. Sister Donna Farrakhan, they don't want that. No, 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 no. None of the brothers and sisters in the nation, they don't want that. But Lil Weezy, who made fun of people protesting police brutality. Do y'all remember that? Lil Weezy did it. Made fun of people protesting police brutality. Yep, he did. But he has the heir to the White House. I cannot stand rap music now. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And I never thought I would live to see the day or witness myself saying that. But I just hate rap music. I hate it now. I hate what it's become. I detest it. I just do. And it's sad where it's gone. And like I said yesterday, after the deaths of Pac and Big, really after the death of Big, the ship slowly sunk. It sunk. Now it may as well be the Titanic. It's a haven for the vultures now. Yeah, I trust in God too. I never trusted no politicians. But yeah, but now hip hop is just a haven. It's just a coral reef, a haven for all the bottom feeders. That's what hip hop has become. A haven for the bottom feeders. Yeah, a hook and a beat. And the beats are whack now. You don't even go to the studio. You could do it on the computer and just send it. From what I've been told, no one goes into the studio now. They don't put in the work. Everything is instant, microwavable, instant. It's sad. It's sad. In any event, I'm gonna hop off of here. I thank y'all for tuning in, listening to me. Um, Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what you think. Drop your comments below. Let me know what you think. Share this video. Share it. Share it. Share it. Let's have a conversation. And like I always say, let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable. Let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable. Let's do that, y'all. Please. When we have our disagreements, let's use logic and not emotions. That's all I ask. Let's not get caught up in our feelings. Let's just use logic and wisdom. On that note, I'm gonna hop off of here. I love y'all. God bless y'all. Please support my podcast, my YouTube channel. Hit that like button. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button, and just support the YouTube channel and my podcast. I will greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. I can't do these without y'all love and support. Brother, appreciate it. Y'all take care. Take care of yourselves and each other. Brothers as well as sisters. Be safe. Whether you're going to work, taking your kids to school, picking them up, coming home from work, running errands. Be safe, beware, and be aware. This devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. So please, please, please be safe out there. All right, y'all. Till next time, I love y'all and God bless. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be unto you. I'm out.